We invest a lot of resources and effort into manufacturing these vehicles. That lives on beyond the life of the car. The battery from your Nissan becomes an asset that can continue to be used well after the life within the vehicle itself, and that is an exciting opportunity. Nissan pioneered the mass-market EV space with the launch of the LEAF back in 2010. Now, what comes with that is also the ability and probably the responsibility to start thinking about what are the future challenges that the technology presents. Back in 2010, when LEAF first came on the market, we launched a joint venture with Sumitomo Corp in Japan called 4R, and that was to come up with business cases and applications for the eventual need to use batteries in their second life. When a battery finishes its life in a vehicle, be it in 10 or 15 years, there's still a substantial amount of capacity left in it. So how do we reutilize that power to support other applications? NCAP's a significant piece of this puzzle. Local automotive manufacturing is still here in Australia, and that local manufacturing exists for EV products. The project at NCAP is really exciting for us because it's the first time that we're using second life batteries here in Australia.
We're pretty proud to have a manufacturing site still here in Australia, and we're the sole component manufacturer for a number of the Nissan vehicle lines, particularly EV lines. We're really turning over a new leaf here at NCAP. We have around 270 solar panels on the roof. Then we've partnered with a company called Relectrify who's produced a battery pack, and that consists of 9 end-of-life LEAF batteries that are harvested from end-of-life vehicles. And then that battery pack feeds into the assembly cell. So the assembly cell manufactures new EV components, not only for the LEAF, but other EV and hybrid vehicle components that get sold globally. It also feeds into 2 EV charging stations that staff can utilise.
So this is a true circular economy project and the first for Nissan here in Australia.
Nissan LEAF batteries are the ideal candidate for reuse for Relectrify. From the beginning, we knew that as the first mass market EV, there would be a number of cells coming down the pipeline once they'd reached their end of life in the car. Once your EV battery has reached its end of life, and by that I mean it no longer goes as far, so the battery naturally degrades over time, then you can use that battery in a less intensive environment, which is stationary storage. And that's what Relectrify does. We take the batteries once they're finished in the car, and we put them into a stationary storage system. It gives EV batteries a fabulous second life. The Revolve consists of batteries from 9 Nissan LEAFs and has enough energy to store about the same amount as 10 residential-sized energy storage units.
So when we look at an electric vehicle like the Nissan LEAF right here, what do we get? We get a fantastic vehicle that's brilliant to drive, it's smooth, it's quiet, it's responsive, and so beyond its life in the car and beyond its ability to support our homes and our businesses, that battery has a second life application and a second life opportunity. So when it comes out of a vehicle, it can be redeployed into multiple different options to continue supporting the grid, continue to support industrial applications like at NCAP, and there's so many more opportunities and life in that pack.
The whole end game here at NCAP is to be powered 100% by renewable energy. So at the moment, this project around circular economy we call the Nissan Node is a pilot program to understand the technologies and how it works. What it will do is it'll help our carbon footprint, so it'll reduce the amount of CO2 we produce every year. It'll offset our energy costs, and it also, more importantly, utilises end-of-life batteries. Instead of having to put in landfill or having to recycle them, we're putting them to good purpose to make new components for the new vehicles.
The growth in EVs will only continue, and the ability to use those batteries in a smart way will help the energy transition to renewables. That's what makes this project so exciting.
There is a future potentially where these types of battery packs get installed as home battery storage items or become community scale batteries to actually power our households and our neighbourhoods into the future. We're very, very fortunate to have very innovative and forward-thinking companies like the likes of Relectrify, who have developed some truly cutting-edge technology to use second life batteries. And so our partnership with Relectrify and the partnership with our NCAP facility are truly critical in being able to put a project like this together.
Für mehr Videos einfach abonnieren.